The impulse. At the core of every being, at the core of every species, lies a great impulse, a great drive to be. Life clamoring to express itself, bursting forth in myriad shapes, forms, colors, sounds, and every manner of appearance and manifestation. This mysterious spirit acts through the seed, impulsing it to awaken and fulfill its inherent potential as a mighty oak tree, or a stalk of wheat, or the beauty and the fragrance of a rose. That same spirit acts in and on each of us, sometimes as the still small voice arising from within the depths of our being, and other times as the thud of some life-altering event that is our wake-up call to make a change in direction that moves us toward fulfilling the measure of our creation. Does your life here merely amount to but a punctuation mark, a dash on your tombstone that separates your date of birth from your date of death? Or is your life a grand adventure full of wondrous experiences that enrich you, those around you, and the world in which you live? The choice is yours. Yet, so often the choice appears cleverly hidden, if existent at all. The circumstances in which you find yourself seemingly thrust upon you by an uncaring universe, some capricious god, or perhaps fate. The evidence abounds on both sides of this coin, some boldly declaring that they are the authors of their success, pointing to their rags to riches lives as verification of their perspective, while others, usually less noisily, lead lives of quiet desperation, feeling that they have no choice at all in the matter of the circumstances of their lives. Perhaps the greater truth lies somewhere in between, with you as co-creator of your life. Whatever is the final statement on the subject, there seems little doubt that your perspective and the way you feel about yourself and the world has a profound impact all around. So here we are, all together upon this little spaceship Earth, hurtling through the cosmos at dizzying velocity, surrounded by a thin film of air a mere 50 miles thick or so, and protected from vast solar flares that would fry us to a crisp if not for the magnetic belts generated by this wondrous planet. For some, this little planet is merely a speck of dust, dwarfed by a sun that is itself a baby when compared to the blue giant stars, and this solar system is just one of untold many in a vast sea of stars and galaxies that seems to go on forever in the universe in which we live. For others, this little blue planet, this Gaia, is an extraordinary jewel in the heavens, a planetary consciousness full of wonders and all manner of miracles. Whatever perspective is yours, there is no doubt at this time that this is humanity's only home, and the only home for millions of other species of creatures, all of whom together weave a tapestry of interdependent life. Whether by evolution or design, we are, on a world level, in a position to act as benevolent gardeners, fostering renewable resources, or to perform as a swarm of locusts, pillaging the land, leaving destruction, devastation, and suffering in our wake. There is no doubt that our understanding of ourselves, individually and collectively, has a profound impact on all of our relationships with ourselves, with each other, with our planet, and with all of consciousness. There is great power in an idea whose time has come. There is also great power in leaving behind ideas whose time has been. The theory of evolution that is rooted in random mutation and survival and procreation of the fittest has served well in our exploration of mechanisms and a mechanistic universe. Yet many ancient traditions held and still hold that we are part of a larger whole that is integrated and ripe with purpose and meaning. Indeed, much research in modern times points to many missing links in evolution and to jumps in species that seem indicative of conscious and purposeful shifts toward greater harmony between species and their environment, as if both are part of one living, organic whole. Quite probably, both occur. However, the former leads toward a me-first attitude and a justification for material greed that is rooted in the natural order of things, while the latter guides us toward mutual respect, honoring, and appreciation of each other and all expressions of life. Perhaps one day we will look back upon this time in our history and perceive that we have been brought by our own actions and by many yet unseen forces to this exact place, at this exact time, so that we can individually and collectively make a fundamental choice about our alignment and our direction. This is a time like no other. Materialism in the form of technology, money, things, and the power to influence others and this world has never been so prevalent and accessible by so many. Concurrent with this, spiritual understanding has also never been so openly prominent. Many people, including millionaires and billionaires, are candidly telling all who will listen that they have attained their dreams through the application of spiritual principles. Many of these outspoken wealthy people are also making it clear that their standards of success are far more than just material and include concern for the advancement of their fellow humans. The internet is ripe with sites of all descriptions, providing diverse means to explore almost any desire and to communicate with one another. While some declare that the old systems are nearing collapse, others equally strongly assert that this is just a slump, like others in the past, and that there is no need to make any significant changes within ourselves or in the world. Immersion in materiality and the ability to seek egotistic satisfaction has never been so accessible on such a mass level, while the felt need and desire by many for a spiritual renaissance has never been so widely acknowledged. This is a potent time of choice, individually and as a species. Our future and more hangs in the balance. According to some determinations, this is the end time indicated in the Mayan calendar, a time of great change, and there is little predicted about the events that follow. Regarding another source, the Christian Bible, this seems to be the period referred to in the book of Revelations as the time of the apocalypse. Apocalypse literally means lifting of the veil and can be considered as a time of transformation of the human species. A classic biblical interpretation is of a time of great upheaval and suffering, followed by a period of peace and harmony for humanity. As cited by Greg Braden in The Divine Matrix in reference to recently released translations of the Dead Sea Scrolls, the author, John, reveals that he has had a series of visions of a coming time, a time of great catastrophes. He also reveals that he has had a different vision of a time of great peace, and that either of these periods applies to a future generation, and, most strikingly, that this generation must choose which vision to embrace.